going on, man? How are you?
We are doing really well here, Neil, and you?
Fantastic. And today's topic is epilepsy in pregnancy. What is epilepsy?
But it's seizures that don't have a known or identified cause. And most often about half the time it's genetic, but the other half of the time it's completely unknown.
What are the main dangers of epilepsy for a pregnant woman?
Falling, head injury, choking, and a prolonged seizure can be life-threatening due to decreased oxygen for baby.
What are the risks in pregnancy for women with epilepsy?
Well, they have increased risk of preeclampsia, more need for intensive care, and a higher maternal mortality rate.
What anti epileptic drugs are considered safest during pregnancy?
Lamictal, that's the brand name. The generic is lamotrigine, and Keppra, and that again is the brand name, and it is the levetiracetam is the generic, and you can see why they called it Keppra. These are the supposedly the safest options during pregnancy, and these two medications do not seem to increase the risk of physical birth abnormalities when compared to the general population.
Is it safer to stop anti seizure medicines before or during pregnancy?
Absolutely not. It is not a good idea to stop medications. Now, there would be an exception. If you're on the ones that are dangerous, it would be much better to stop them and begin Lamictal and Keppra. But otherwise, do not stop your medications unless you are starting some new medications.
How can untreated epilepsy affect my baby during pregnancy?
Well, it can cause a slow heart rate with reduced oxygen supply, fetal distress, stillbirth, and preterm birth, low birth weight, and even placental abruption.
Which anti epileptic drugs are unsafe or highly risky in pregnancy?
The brand name is Depakote, and the generic is Valproate. That is associated with the highest risk in pregnancy, and up to 40% of those babies have neurodevelopmental disabilities.
Which medications should especially be avoided during the first trimester?
Well, Depakote, and that's also to be avoided in the third trimester because of the risks of developing brain, which develops mostly in the third trimester.
Are there newer anti seizure drugs with limited safety data in pregnancy?
There are newer drugs, gabapentin, that's the generic. The brand name is Neurontin. Pregabalin, Lyrica that's the brand name, and Zonegran. But there are some problems with them, and they're really not as safe as the ones we mentioned above, the Keppra and the Lamictal.
What are the benefits of continuing anti epileptic medication in pregnancy?
Well, seizure control is a great big benefit. That reduces risks to mom and to baby for uncontrolled seizures. Um, those seizures outweigh the risk of anything that you could do, any damage that would be um, there. Go along with the other medications, the Lamictal and the Keppra.
What are recommendations for folic acid supplementation in women on anti epileptic drugs?
Folic acid is really important for women on anti-epileptic medications during pregnancy. And, 400 micrograms is the recommended dose for pregnancy over non-pregnant state. But for these moms, it's 5 milligrams a day. So 5 milligrams, that's like 10 times more than 400 micrograms. And you want to do that because that dose will decrease the risk of neurotube defects. And those include anencephaly, that is no brain, and neurotube defects, which are, open spine. So yes, folic acid during pregnancy is very important.
All right. The best place to go is worlddocallen.com and pick up Pregnancy Your Way, available today on Amazon.